Hello and welcome to another edition of Droppin' Bombs with me, your host, Corey Baumeister, as always with the lovely folks here at TCGplayer.com. So today we are playing the first place Mox playoff deck list here in the form of Dredge. It is a deck that is just always kind of popping in and out of our modern metagame because when it's severely hated on, it's pretty bad. But when it's kind of got a little breathing room, people aren't playing, 4 ley lines, 3 surgicals, something like that, it becomes a very good deck. We played against 4 different decks today, 4 different archetypes, and I think really got a good feel for the deck. Feel free to fast forward with any of the links below here if you want to fast forward to the individual matches, as well as to the deck tech if you want to hear a little bit about the deck before we dive into the games. Especially make sure and watch round 3. It was a little absurd. We'll say that to say the least. All right, everybody, you enjoy the games. And welcome to the games here, everybody. All right, it's Dredge time. It's Dredge time. This deck has a personal sweet spot in my heart because it was the first deck I ever qualified for my first Pro Tour back when I was 17 with extended Dredge. A lot of differences, but still none the same. We're doing pretty much the same stuff. Okay. I think this hand is fine. It's not insanely good by any means. Shriekhorn is good. Yeah, I think we can keep this. I think this is about as close as it gets to keeping and mulliganing here, but I mean, we're for sure resolving the Shriekhorn, which is going to find us some enablers here. I mean, we get to flip over 6 cards to be able to find something to dredge with on turn 1, and that dredges us into Faithless Lootings, which then on turn 3 we can kind of go nuts. So yeah, I think this hand is fine. And obviously we can power mulligan with this deck, but mulliganing does come at a cost, of course. Mostly that your conflagrates aren't as big. But yeah, otherwise it's still pretty great. Alright, so we'll start with Bloodstained Mire, and I like thinning out the deck here. We have the green-red land, so I think the 1 mountain is fine right now. Then we'll say go. What are we up against? Boggles? I don't know how this matchup's supposed to go. We're going to find out. Alright, so there's the Faithless Looting, but no Dredger, so we want to do this during our upkeep. No such luck. Yeah, that's bad. No. I think we'll just go with this tapped. Then we'll say go. You don't know how Boggles is supposed to be for a matchup here. Could be very bad. Could be good. Not sure. I haven't played a ton with Dredge, but I've been exploring some of it recently because I do think it is one of the most powerful decks in the format, and it just won the Mox playoff here last weekend, so that's big. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Our opponent's deep in the tank. I would suggest they strap the auras to the Boggle. That's what I would suggest, but you never know. Stinkweed might be okay to play as a blocker against him, but that's definitely not how we want to be dredging. Okay. First strike will shut that plan down. All right, the beats have begun. The trample aspect is bad. The first strike is not that bad, but okay. So we want to Do this. Still nothing. Jeez. It's bad luck. Now, I think we're still going to just play Stinkweed. To block with it and then Faithless Looting next turn. I think that seems better. All right. If we live. Oh, Boggles. I don't know how we can come back from this. Gonna need to be chilling them and chilling them a lot. Our opponent's really making us eat up our time here, even though they have absolutely no decisions to make. We gotta love that. Okay, we'll do some dredging. Got a creeping chill. A bunch of other dredgers at least. The goal is just to be able to live through a turn. Alright, we will faithlessly loot. Get the thug here. Alright, so we'll discard some more stinkies. Now, if only that thing didn't have trample, we would be sitting in a good spot here, but the way it sits, not so much, because the lifelink is also quite bad. Bring back the Bloodghast here. So we got a couple of amalgams coming back, but yeah, I just don't know here. Grip Spoon, 13. Yep, that's already enough. And has the double. Okay, next game. What do we got for the Slippery Boggles? Thoughtseize isn't bad. E's definitely good. Yeah, it sucks to not be able to target their creatures. Our spot removal is not great. Thoughtseize could be okay, as well as Assassin's Trophy. Now, things to cut. Dark Blast has no targets. I think we can trim on this. We can probably cut the mountain. Whenever they're not really targeting our lands with Field of Ruins or anything like that, the second mountain is kind of unnecessary. And I think we can trim on a Shriekhorn as well. I think that's all we want here. Yep, we'll run it. All right, Boggles. Let's see if being on the play helps. Okay, we'll definitely mulligan this hand. I think this hand is fine, though. We will keep. Now, what don't we want? I think we can get rid of Conflagrate for now. We'll be able to find it later. So we will start with a Faithless Looting. Discard the Life of the Loam and one of the prized. Now at least we got a Dredger. Of course, it's not the best Dredger, or even the second best Dredger, but it's a start. And we can just recast it. That's the main thing. We can cast it for value to increase the amount of cards in our hand. as well as making sure we hit every land drop. Well, they just do slippery boggle stuff. All right. So we hit the other Conflagrate as well as another Faithless Looting, so not bad. Now we will just get the Mountain. Life of the Loam back a couple lands. And call it a turn. Next turn we get to Faithless Looting. Hopefully do a little bit more, but we really want to hit a Dredger off this Life of the Loam. Of course, our hand looks terrible because it normally does. And I mean, if they go rest in peace, that is us resting in peace. We will be dead. Which I'm sure they probably have it, realistically. Seems like the type of deck that would benefit from playing rest in peace. I just wish they'd play, in general. If they play rest in peace, so be it. I just prefer that they play the game. Okay, not a big deal there. Protection from creatures, that's interesting. All right, we will Dredge Life of the Loam, and we hit a Thug, so that's pretty good. I'd like to bring this back. Trigger this. I think we can go with the Copperline Gorge for now. Do some looting. Boom. We'll discard these two, I believe. We do want to discard a Dredger. So probably these two. Because Amalgam will come back to this. Yes, that's great. Alright, so Narcomoeba will come back. Amalgams will see both of them come back. And that is the rule with prized Amalgams. They have to see it. Alright, so now we'll get these party people back. Now we might have lethal next turn, depending on what they do. So we can Conflagrate for... I'm probably saying that wrong, by the way. Conflagrate? Yeah, probably. That sounds about right. Okay, that is the lifelink. So that is bad. Ooh. Holds it back, huh? Alright. There's another Amalgam. So what if we just Conflagrate them, discard everything but one land because we would want to flash back, or we'd want Bloodghast to come back into play. So that would be 5 damage to their face. They'd go to 7. We would play a land, get Bloodghast back, attack with everything. This would block here. They'd gain 4, so they'd take 1. Nope, that would not be lethal. So I don't like that play. So I think we just faithlessly loot again. Build a better board and then just kind of try to win next turn. Alright, we'll Dredge Stinky. And Golgari Thug. And we will discard... Now we have some Dredgers, so we're going to discard Bloodghast and Stinkweed. Bring this back. That comes back. I think we can just play a Blood Crypt tapped. We're not going to be doing anything with our mana. We're going to have 2 Bloodghast coming back, but they cannot attack, and we can't attack on the ground right now. So that's going to be our play. Good old non-interactive games of Magic, except sometimes maybe blocking. Alright. Then we get that back. So the gang's all here. The gang has been assembled. And now we can do that other Faithless Looting and Conflagrate now, so that'll be nice. Okay. It's not that big of a deal, I don't believe. Okay. Draws a card. 5/5 first strike. 5/5 first strike, lifelink, protection from creatures, trample, and of course the keyword hexproof. Alright, so now our opponent, I think they have to attack with that. But it doesn't have vigilance, so not being able to block is a big deal. So if they don't attack, we can attack for 3, and then we can just conflagrate for 6. So I think they have to attack, but even if they attack, the amalgam gets blocked here. They take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And they will be at 16. Yep, they're just dead. They are dead. Dredge just doing Dredge stuff. Now maybe we have to bring in more Nature's Claims here because they're also good against the enchantments. Plus they hit Rest in Peace, which I'm sure they have. So I think maybe that was a mistake not to bring it in the first place. So we'll bring Stinkweed here for the party. And yeah, Thoughtseize probably is bad, to be honest, so. We are going to start with a Faithless Looting. Dredge. Dredge. Discard. A couple more of those. Creeping Chill. I guess we... Oh, they will gain haste after we conflagrate. Boom. Red. Red. Conflagrate. 5 to you. Make sure we're doing that right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 upstairs. Bring in the squad. Boom. Squad goals. Okay, that was a beating. That was nice. All right, so Nature's Claim, I think, have to come in. I don't really like Thoughtseize. Do I think they're going to play Surgicals? Probably not. If they do Surgical, it's mostly correct to hedge on some of the numbers, like maybe just cut a fourth of a few of them. But since they probably don't have that, and they probably have Rest in Peace over it, I think just Assassin's Trophy and Nature's Claim should be fine. But we're going to find out. What else can we cut here? I kind of want to cut Ghost Quarter, but I don't want to go too low on land, so I think that's probably incorrect. But Ghost Quarter really doesn't help us, so yeah, we're going to cut the quarter. We can power mulligan with this deck to find 1 land. That's really all we need, so. Okay, on the draw against the Slippery Boggles. Sounds kind of good. And it's definitely good if they do have the Rest in Peace. We just obviously need a land. I kind of think it's worth it here. Plus, we can just Nature's Claim some of the enchantments. I'm going to keep this. This is a little loose, but if we have a land on top, this hand is just absolutely insane. And we do probably have 2 draws at it. We might just have to let ourselves naturally draw a second time. Obviously not the thing you want to be doing with Dredge. This is a loose one, but I think it might be correct. Okay. Land. Dang. All right, so we are going to cast the horn. I don't know if we're truly going to dredge anything, even if we hit it, but it's definitely worth playing for now. Now, if we see a rest in peace, we don't have to waste the charge counters on there. We just get to untap and then Nature's Claim it. And maybe our Nature's Claim can blow them out with like a Ruined Halo draw or something like that. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do this. Did not hit, and we kind of didn't want to anyways. So we're just going to draw. Yes. Yes! Okay, now we're going to target ourselves. Okay, wrong order, I guess. Now we will reunion here. Discarding these two. Dredge. And did not hit, but we did hit a couple creeping chills. So not bad. Boom. Boom. Yeah, no targets in there, so that's a little unfortunate. But we do have one more horn activation, as well as Kin, Nature's Claim plus Life of the Loam next turn. Not the worst. And we get back a Bloodghast. Could also be some thought to just conflagrating this, because I do not want our opponent to just be cantripping off all these enchantments. So I could see that easily being correct. And I just really want to keep them off lifelink enchantments with this. Alright. So the beats have begun. Hopefully not another land. That would be nice. And if I can deal this 2 and our opponent 2 to get them down to 10 and attack with Bloodghast, that would be nice. Well, alright. They did it for us. Okay. So now our opponent is definitely attacking for real damage here. First strike and trample. But we are also going to be bringing it in. Ooh, chilly. Yeah, they might just be dead. I think we... Oh, and we hit a Stinkweed. That was just the best possible, I guess. And another chill. Oh, man, this deck is good. This deck is good. They're just dead. We have a Conflagrate. Wow. Hey, what can you do? What can you do? Welcome to Modern. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Boom. And that's game. All right, Dredge is messed up. Stay tuned for round 2. Round 2 time coming at you. All right, so we won the die roll. We're loving that. Ooh, yeah, this hand is good. Wow, this hand is just about perfect. So we're going to keep. We are going to keep this beautiful one. All right, so I think we'll open with... I don't think it matters too much, so we'll just start with this. We don't want to be drawing the Creeping Chills, unfortunately, but what can you do? We'll discard these two. Our draw is still very good. Being able to reunion back-to-back turns, well, hoping to dredge a bunch. I mean, this hand is just ideal. And against either Phoenix or Storm, I would imagine. I think Phoenix is a great game 1, but Storm probably not the best game 1 here. All right, Narcomoeba. All right, we got an Amalgam as well. Now, we will sacrifice. We're okay just getting the mountain. Then we will reunion. Discarding this and discarding a Creeping Chill. Boom. And which one has a bigger dredge? They're the same. Boom. And the same. Boom. Okay, no triggers on there. Yeah, nothing too exciting off that. That was not the best dredge I've ever seen in my life, but that's okay. We're still doing a lot of stuff. All right. No play. That makes me scared that it is Storm, but we're going to find out. All right, we'll dredge the stinkweed. Now we are going to reunion here. We'd rather discard anyways, even if this were to get countered in some regard. Boom. 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 Pretty much flipped our deck upside down into our graveyard there, which is obviously pretty nice. Yes. They're coming back to play next turn. We're gonna... I hate how it double triggers like that. So many buttons. All right, we'll do this. Is there any point in playing this untapped? I don't believe so. So we're just going to do this. Sure, we got some blood gas in there. I believe we do. Yes. 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 Let's hope they don't have Anger of the Gods. And one more yes. I think we're more likely to die next turn if it's Storm than them have Anger of the Gods, so we'll attack. Should give us the game next turn, but you never know. Yeah, it's Storm. It's Storm. Unsubstantiate definitely leads to Storm here. Which is bad, because they could easily just kill us now. I think it's pretty tough to do off that. I think they would need another red land, or they could go Baral and then start comboing off. Uh-oh. I guess they have to go for it regardless, so. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, they would have to go for it regardless. So it's not necessarily game over yet, but probably, realistically. Storm doing some Storm stuff. If it's just empty the Warrens, that's just a band-aid to stop them from dying, so we wouldn't care about that. It's just the straight... Yeah, this is fine. This is just keeping them alive for a turn. Okay. Is there any reason to get anything different now? We'll just thug it up. All right, now what if we conflagrated all them and then one to their face? 15. We got, they'd be at 15... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so that's still lethal, which is pretty crazy. But of course we want to do this first. Life of the Loam. It gains us extra cards. Gemstone, this, sure. Play a gemstone. Conflagrate. 1. So that's 6. We have 2 more targets. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 cards. Dredge is messed up. Boom. Get on in there. Alrighty, what do we got for Storm? What does Storm has for us, mainly, is the important thing. I think Ravenous Trap is going to be good against them. Thoughtseize. I like being able to kill their lords. EE is also pretty good for killing a massive amount of tokens. I think that's probably fine. What other hate cards? Could have like Leyline, but I kind of doubt it. Not sure on this one. I think maybe we want lightning axes for the lords. I could definitely see that. So these are the cards we will maybe want. I'm pretty sure we don't want Nature's Claims or Ancient Grudge. Nature's Claim, if they have Leyline, that's pretty bad for us, but I really don't think they play that. That seems pretty loose. So we don't care about this mountain, nor do we care about ghost courting them, so I think we can go down on lands. Maybe just the ghost court. I think 18 lands is probably correct. Dark Blast has no targets. We always like trimming on these. We might just take them all out. Bloodghast, they don't seem insane. And if they're going to surgical us, maybe it's correct to do a little bit of trimming here. Not Stinkweed, though, because it's just too good. I kind of like this. Just a little bit of trimming on everything, plus taking out Shriekhorn since it's our worst card. This way we can interact decently, as well as still kind of combo off. So I like it. We're going to do it. Let's do it, y'all. All right, up a game against Storm. We are 1-0, beating Boggles round 1. Dredge seems very good. Seems like kind of a tilting deck to play if you're expecting a lot of graveyard hate, of course. All right, well, we have our hate card, which we would love, but this hand has no other action, so I'm going to mulligan this. This hand, on the other hand, has a little bit of reaction as well, plus just some great cards. So we're going to keep, and I love tucking away Creeping Chills. It just feels like cheating. It feels like we've cheated, and we should be banned from this tournament. We get to put Creeping Chill away just to draw it later. We're going to shuffle it into, oh me, oh my. And we can just Lightning Axe their turn 2 play and then untap. We could even Lightning Axe their turn 2 creature and be able to dredge with it. So, like, we hope they go for a turn 2 creature. Faithless Looting right here is pretty dang good as well. Maybe we just loot here, because no matter what, we're getting action then. We'll discard these two. Yeah, that seems better to me. We can still Lightning Axe next turn, plus bring back Bloodghast and be able to dredge Stinkweed if they go for a creature. If not, we just get to kind of reunion and go off. Thing in the Ice, pretty good against us, so makes kind of sense. All right, we'll dredge Stinkweed. We'll chill him. Now, we could Lightning Axe. Could Lightning Axe this now and then just bring back some creatures, but I think it's more important to be able to reunion. Obviously, if they return a bunch of cards to our hand, that would kind of suck, and they could probably do it, realistically. So maybe it's just correct to get the creatures into play and then kind of reunion next turn. All right, I don't love it. I think it's safer. Discard the Amalgam so that when we bring this back, the Amalgam sees it. And then we can say go. Now we got a little attack, nothing crazy or anything, but Thing in the Ice is a pretty interesting sideboard card. Yep. Now he could just be dead. All right. Now they could just be dead. Welcome to Modern. How many times am I going to say that during this video? Too many. Okay. So do we have... We don't have any dredgers, so we just have to naturally draw here. Ugh. Naturally drawing. We'll go with the Blood Crypt tapped. Alright, but we do have the Reunion here to discard some action. Boom. Get the graveyard ready. Boom. Not ideal. I think there's a solid chance that we're just dead. Solid chance we die here. Ruh-roh. Sit back and relax, y'all. We might be in for a little bit of a long turn. Yeah, I definitely like lightning axes against them, though, if they have things and the creatures. I think it's pretty tough to fizzle from this point, but you never know. Even like a Gifts, and I think it's just locked up. Okay. That's a lot, but I don't think that's game over exactly. Not bad. Not bad. We can beat that. Or at least we're not dead, so that's gas. Alright, just have to draw again, unfortunate. So we will just looting. Discard. Discard. Try another looting. Replacement effect. Replacement effect. Discard 2 cards. Are we bringing anything back or doing anything? Doesn't look like it. That was kind of bad. I do want to discard one of these. One of these and one of these. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And we don't have that third land. We will still get in there with these, because now they're going to be a little shy of blocking the Bloodghast, thinking that we do have another land, but in hindsight, we do not. We can dredge Life of the Loam next turn, because we did find one of those, so that is big. All right. But we don't have the magic number of 3 lands to be able to go Life of the Loam and Conflagrate. So that is a bit of an issue. And now they can't attack enough to put us in a 2-turn clock, I don't think. So I think we still should be okay here. We'll take that. All right, I think it's Life of the Loam, because we do get that creature back. Ooh, and chill. Time to chill. Take a chill pill. Life of thy loam. 1, 2, 3. See if they have the remand. Remand would be pretty good right now. No such luck. I say luck for us, of course. Boom. Now, if we attack, they're forced to block the 2 ground creatures. They get to live through the turn, though, but that means that we won't die. All right. So now they have to try to kill us here. I think it would be a little, well, not that tough. I mean, they could just have a ritual or whatever. Or Past in Flame, sorry, not Ritual. Okay, I'll take it. Gotta deal with the flyers, though. I think we'll just dredge Stinky here. Alright, so got some Bloodghast action coming back. Yeah, now we'll just get on in there. So they have to stop the flyers, and then we can conflagrate if they have something as well. I think they're just dead. Hooray! Hooray! Dredge takes it down. We 2-0. Stay tuned for the third round. All right, round 3 time, everybody. Our hand is nice. We're on the draw. We have Shriekhorn plus this, plus a Life Loam. I think this is great. We're going to lead on Shriekhorn here because when we faithlessly loot, we want... Oh, this might go well or poorly. I don't know. This might go extremely well or extremely badly. We're going to truly flip over a lot of cards, so this could just be an auto-win matchup. I could easily see that. They're going to get Creeping Chilled 4 times. It's going to be very obvious. But they are also going to be able to mill us extremely fast. Oh, maybe they're not even going for it. Yeah, it's probably smart. That's probably smart. Now we want to avoid sacrificing our lands if possible so that we don't trigger Archive Trap. All right, we will target ourselves. Sweet, sweet. Well, that's what we wanted. Ooh. Get on in there. Stinkweed. All right, there's chill number 1. I have a feeling there's going to be more of them. And we do have another dredger here, so this is great. All right. I'm going to start with the faithless looting. Got another one. Got creatures coming back. We can discard 2 of these stinkies. All right, prized are coming back soon enough. Chill them. Chill. I think we can just go land tap. Alrighty. Party time. Well, it may be dead next turn. We'll see depending on what we get. Our opponent is helping us. We're down to 30 cards. How many does this have to be? 20 or fewer. So we're 10 cards away from this being able to be triggered. All right, there's the Conflagrate for lethal. I bet this is not the matchup our opponent wanted to see. All right, well, I think we still dredge a Stinky. Still above the 22 cards, so I think that is nice. We don't want to give him a hideaway, so we're not going to activate Shriekhorn. No Bloodghast yet. Is this lethal? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is lethal right now, so we don't need to do anything else. So we're just going to attack. Okay. I guess we go for a Conflagrate. One, 2, 3. And 4. Boom. Target your face and stuff. Oh. Well, we could respond by trying to hit a creeping chill here for the win. All right, that seems worth it. Chill. Oh. All right, that's not great. That's a magic card, I guess. Yeah, now we're probably dead, realistically. Is there anything I could have done to play around that card? First of all, I didn't know that card existed. But that's pretty good against Dredge. Good to know. Glimpse us. Alright, there's all our blood gas. So what do we lose to now? Could just take a draw. I don't think that truly does anything. So I think we will just dredge, chill them. Go for the old life of the loam. Alright, we'll get, doesn't matter a ton. Stomping ground. Gemstone mine. Sure. Alright, here they come. That's where they were all hiding. Alright, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Boom! Exacxies. Oh, yeah, they can't attack, though. Oh, not Exacxies. Not Exacxies at all. Oh, I guess we're dead. Guess we're going to die. Oh, they had the push as well. Murderous cut. Okay. Maybe there's some way for me to kill this during... No, I would need that Dark Blast. Alright, well, I believe we're going to lose. I guess we did much more milling than our opponent did to us. I'm guessing they have some archive traps. Yes. Alright, we are officially milled. Aww. Alrighty. Mill, huh? This is going to be an interesting game of cat and mouse here. Alright, what do we want to not have? I'm guessing they have ley lines. I would imagine. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know if this is supposed to just be an insanely great matchup or a train wreck. It really could go either way. Ah, that Ghost Quarter is actually probably good. That Field of Ruin is a card, so we probably want to keep our mountains in as well. I could just have Surgicals. I could see that. But I could easily see ley lines, so I think we should bring in these. Trim on these. And... Alright, we'll just take out these. Could see Thoughtseize being okay. Alright, a little random, but we'll run it like this. What a weird matchup. I would love to play first. I think this hand is okay. I think it's good enough to keep. Alright, no ley line, that's good. Now, do we want to go get the land right away? Probably not. We'll just go land, go. Do some reunions next turn. The crab. Okay, here we go. Discard this. And we'll discard this. I sense surgical. That'd be okay. And we only have 2 of those in the deck. It's better than our stinkweeds being surgicaled. Then we just draw some cards. Hopefully we get some enablers there. Boom. Boom. Alright, so we got action in the yard, but nothing else we can do now. We do have another Faithless Looting here. But we would have to discard first. But who knows, maybe they'll mill some dredgers for us. Very kindly. Okay. And there's our dredgers. I'll have to try to play around that Exile All Creatures card. That's pretty unfun. Okay, so there's another Conflagrate. Probably what we want to be doing next turn, since we do have 2 of them. Yes. We do just have 1 Bloodghast. Torpor Orb, eh? Now, depending on what we dredge from our stinkweed. And we're dredging stinkweed because we already have Life of the Loam. That might be something we want to actually cast. But we do want to maybe get our opponent to 10 life so that our Bloodghasts have haste. So I think we need a chill or something for that, but we'll see. I would like to kill this crab. Okay, there go Bloodghasts. That's not too big of a deal. That makes sense that they have surgicals instead of ley lines. Ley lines seem a little tough for them to cast. I'd rather them take that than our Conflagrates here. Boom. Alright, they've been chilled. Alright, well, I still think it's probably just Conflagrate killing this and dealing them some damage. Maybe we can make this kind of a 2-turn play. I'm gonna want to play a land. Alright, 2 here. I'm going to discard 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. 4 cards seems fine. One, 2, 3, and 4. We'll keep Creeping Chill. We might cast it for the win or something. All right, now we get in there. 2 surgicals out of there. That's nice. This is quite the interesting matchup. No, are we supposed to just stop dredging at some point? Maybe. So I could easily see that card happening now, which would be bad. And a Life of the Loam, non-sack lands. No Bloodghast is still very annoying for us. So we have to hit a Narcomoeba to be able to return stuff. So yeah, I think we're actually in trouble, realistically. Maybe this is just a great matchup for them. You never know. It's a weird dynamic, that's for sure. Okay, chill ya. How many chills is that? Alright, so there's 1 left in the deck, so we can rely on that damage. Now, do I actually want to... Well, if I bring back Life of the Loam, I have 3 more cards. So that is for 7. Life of the Loam is lethal. Alright. There's the chili. Boom. I guess so is just Creeping Chill is lethal, so that's probably better to go for. Alright, we'll attack. And if they have this gain life card, what can we really do? So, go for it. Creepin' Chillia. Boo. That's so lame. We're so dead. We are so very dead. How could we ever win? I mean, we have to hit Narcomoeba. No, I mean, all our creatures are gone. We just can't possibly win. Yeah, there's no way anymore. All right. GG. I think that matchup is actually very bad. We just cannot beat that card. Crypt Incursion. All right, GG. Stay tuned for the next round. All right, welcome to the 4th round. Woo! This hand's a little sketchy. This hand is a bit sketchy, but we have like... So we have 17 land we can draw, or we have 18 land we can draw, plus 4 Faithless Looting are good, plus 2 turns to draw land if we really need to. I'm going to keep it. I think it's close, but I think it's good. Because if we draw a land, our hand is just busted. Absolutely busted. The Tron. Tron. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. 2 absolutely degenerate decks going at it. 2 decks that probably benefit from this new mulligan rule more than any other deck, so. Alright. Let's see. In what way will they have turn 3 Tron? Never mind. Gas. Okay. So we'll do that. There's our Life of the Loam. They're not going to Tron for a couple turns, so I would imagine we're heavily favored right now, but it's Tron. They can come out of nowhere here, that's for sure. And they do have relics and stuff too, so they do have main deck graveyard hate. Alright, we'll dredge the life. Okay, that's pretty nice. That'll trigger. Alright. We'll get black-red here. And now it's time for a reunion. Reunion tour. Alright, we're going to discard this. And do we have any other dredgers in the yard? No, so just in case, we want to make sure to be able to dredge a lot of cards. 8 is a pretty good number for minimum. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now this should be bringing back a lot of stuff. Can F6. Yes, yes. Alright. We got blood gas for next turn. One blood gas, I guess. Oh, there's a relic. So that is a little bit of troublesome. I think they just have to pop it now, though. Yep. Okay. Now what can we do? We can definitely do this. That's not great. Oh, I mean, Life of the Loam getting back lands. Oh, this is actually pretty strong. Okay. I think we can even do better here. If we can flagrate... No, that doesn't allow us to discard any cards. What's our best plays here? Sorry, let me think about this. So we could Life of the Loam, get back the 2 lands. Mountain, Faithless Looting, Dredge, not bad. We get to discard enablers. Pretty solid, pretty safely would set up a next turn kill. Or we go Faithless Looting, draw, hope our 2 cards are solid. And then we could maybe bring back Bloodgeth. Now I think the Life of the Loam play is just much better. Hitting 2 lands there is pretty alright. Now I think we'll go with the Mountain. Faithless Looting. Do a little bit of dredging. Ooh. Okay. Now we'll discard this and Prized Amalgam because that's going to see those Narcomoebas come back. Alright, so both prize will be coming back. Now they really have to deal with the board as well as deal with the graveyard, so Ugin is just probably not enough here. And it's not clear they actually have Tron locked up because they did have to use their turn instead of sacking map to actually stop us from killing them. So a worm. Oh yeah, that's not going to be enough there, my Tron friend. Unless this is another relic, I guess. No, because we still have more than enough in play. Yep, they're dead. In so very many ways. Alright, let's just do it all, huh? Because that's pretty fun. Yep. we had a 2-mana 7 fireball to the face in our hand, so... Alright. Let's see here. Tron, we definitely want this. Like Thoughtseizes. Probably want Ancient Grudge. We probably want Nature's Claim. Maybe we don't want Thoughtseize. And we don't want Dark Blast. I think we can shave a couple Narcomoebas. They're pretty low impact. Shave some of these. I like the Ghost Quarter. Think we can cut a Mountain. That's a toughie. Not sure on the last few slots. No, 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 no. No. Could see surgical being a thing, so maybe trimming on some stuff would be okay. We'll try this. It's pretty random sideboarding with this deck, I have to say. You just have your core amount of cards that you have, and everything else is just kind of expendable. Alright, definitely mulligan. Definitely mulligan again, but luckily this deck does mulligan exceptionally well, but I guess I'll tell you in a little bit. It mulligans well, as in we can click the mulligan button, and it does something every time. Alright, so we're down to 4 cards. I guess. Alrighty. Put 3 cards away. Easy one. I think it's either double grudge or conflagrate and grudge. I think we need both lands. This allows us to actually get something into the graveyard, so... which is, I think, what we need. But it's still kind of slow. I think we just have to hope to draw something. Yep, this is not great. Not great. Not great at all. Alright. Would love to be on the play so we could actually interact with that, but no such luck. Maybe they will just go no land map. It was a pipe dream. Okay, so Tron has been assembled. Very likely we're losing this game. I think we need a reunion, and we need it now. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. What's your worst? It definitely could be worse. Ooh, I think we're gonna destroy that. Boom, get that out of there. Now we can Ancient Grudge on their turn. Don't know if we even want to play the land yet. Nah, it's still fine. Most of 4 are tough, even with the new mulligan rule. Maybe we should have mulled the 3. Our hands were atrocious. Alright. We'll minimize this blow a little bit. Ugin, no big deal. No big deal. Alright, we're dead. We'll give it to him. I would expect they just have surgicals and relics. That's still the hate cards I'm expecting here. Shriekhorn is kind of good against relic for rebuilding. Alright, I still like it. Let's just try not to mulligan to oblivion this time. Play first. No dredgers. So I think this hand is unplayable. Mulligan. Also unplayable. Mulligan. Okay, this one is playable. You go away. And you go away. Yep. Okay. faithlessly do some looting. I think we can discard these two. Maybe we should discard both stinkweeds. Try to find a life of the loam. Plus, if they have surgical, at least it doesn't get one from our hand. Still just so backbreaking if they have it. Even just having Relic, being able to exile one of these 3 cards is quite obnoxious. Just have a Tron draw. Just try to do Tron stuff. Leave my stuff alone. Okay, that's Tron stuff. Boom. Okay, there's the life of the loam. And a couple of chills. Nice. Yes. Yes. Okay, now, do we want to discard these 2 cards? I guess we can't. That's not how that card works. Have to do it for 0 first. Oh, we do have a Bloodghast in there. I would still just like to get this into the graveyard, I think. Maybe not. Just in case they have Relic here. Then they kind of get it all. Otherwise, we're still okay. Now, we don't have a land in the yard, though, which is a serious problem. And our opponent is doing the Tron stuff. So with not having a land, it's kind of bad to go for the life of the loam. But maybe it's just needed. So we want to be able to faithless loot. Ugh. I think we need to hit a land this turn, so I'm going to go for life of the loam. Damn. Missed. That's bad. That's bad. Now we can't play around much, so we can just conflagrate for 0. Alright, that is not doing dredge stuff. Maybe we just had to, yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. That's not anything gigantic quite yet. Okay. Wormcoil, that can't be cast this turn. I'm okay with that. Our opponent's all dressed up and nowhere to go, it looks like. Don't have the Relic, I guess. Relic is still very good. All right. All right. We'll take that. Okay. So now what are we working with? Got plenty of lands. We even have a Ghost Quarter now. Now, do we win the game in any way? I don't believe so. But I do think we can kind of buy a turn here unless they naturally have another tower by just Ghost Courting them. All right, so we'll hit Ghost Quarter, Foothills, and Mire. Now I think it's just Ghost Quarter and hit this tower here. Then we get back a couple creatures. Now they can, of course, sack the map, go get the tower. Ooh, so the tower is probably what I don't want to hit. No, I don't think it matters. So they Sylvan Scryed for the mine. So very likely they don't have a mine. So we probably want to hit that. It's all a guessing game, but... And then that should be lethal next turn. All right. It's worth a shot. Prized is coming back. We'll attack here. And we'll try to interrupt this plan a little bit. We'll get this back. All right. Now they kind of have to blow... Oh, we got a pretty sick line here. They kind of have to blow up Oblivion Stone. They can do it when I attack. I was going to say if they do it at the beginning of combat, I can have a sack land in play. And then after they blow it up, then I can just use the sack land and then bring them back and then win. But as long as our opponent plays correctly, they can do it when I attack. Yep. So I think maybe this O-Stone can save them. Unless we get some extra stuff, of course. Which, there will be stuff to get. You can just life the Loma and just keep ghost quartering until the end of time here. Another solid option. Okay. So we have no dredgers in our yard, so Faithless Looting is pretty bad. So if we attack, they just still have to blow up O-Stone or they die. And then I think we just do the Ghost Quarter play again. Such a mean thing to do to Tron. Repeatedly Ghost Quarter them. Alright, so they did it correctly. Now... Life of thy loam. Get these lands back. I think it's just Ghost Quarter a clock. Now we get a bunch of creatures again. Yes. Take the mine out again. Bring these back to party. Alright, now you have to assemble Tron and answer the graveyard and the battlefield again. I like our chances. Yes. It's so tilting being on the other side of this because I have been where Tron has been, and trust me, it is not an exciting place to be. So I 100% feel their pain, needless to say. Everyone, I want to thank you so much for watching the games here. I mean, I think Dredge is pretty strong. Pretty strong. We lost to Blue-Black Mill. That's kind of a tilt, but, you know... What can you do? What can you do? I did not think that was going to be a bad matchup. I thought it was 100% going to be a bye. But turns out that exile all creatures gain 3 life is an auto win. So who would have guessed? Everyone stay tuned for the deck tech. Welcome to the deck tech, everyone. All right, so there's not too much we can really be explaining about the main deck of Dredge because Dredge is a deck that... You're really kind of focused in on the set amount of cards you can have. You can have a little bit of flex slots in the form of like Dark Blast, a 4th Shriekhorn, how many Golgari Thugs you want, but otherwise, these chunk of cards just have to be in the deck. I mean, you need Creeping Chills, you need Amalgams, you need Bloodghast, you need Narcomoebas, you just need it all, and Faithless Looting and Cathartic Reunion are the best enablers right now, so... not much you can really do with Dredge here, so we're not really going to talk about the main deck as much. The things you can adjust is the mana base numbers. Copperline Gorge is your best card since it does cast Faithless Looting, Reunion, and Life of the Loam. Really the only cards you actually cast in the deck next to Shriekhorn. Otherwise, everything is just manipulated into your graveyard and cast from your graveyard. The one thing I like, which you'll see a little bit of interaction from as an addition, is the Ghost Quarters. I haven't seen this in a ton of the list, but I think it's great. You know, I mean, it's another extra thing you can do against big mana decks. And yeah, I think it's a very strong card right now. One card I didn't like was Dark Blast. Obviously is because I didn't really play against some of the decks that it matters against, but even the decks it matters, it's not a turn 1 card. I mean, it's very unlikely that you do that, so I don't really actually like Dark Blast in this deck, but maybe it's a necessary evil. We'll move on to the sideboard here. We got 2 Ravenous Traps, pretty good against Storm. Obviously for the mirror, it's excellent. Even Phoenix, I could see, you know, I mean, they put a bunch of cards in there if you want to try to strip their Arclights, but Arclight's usually not the biggest deal against us. It's more their Thing in the Ices. And for Thing in the Ice, we have a great answer in the form of Lightning Axe and Trophy. Just deals with any problem creatures. Any deck that runs a small amount of creatures is good against Grixis Death Shadow. Also good against Arclight Phoenix here. Ancient Grudge. Really good against any deck where you suspect you're going to get Grafdigger's Caged. Also great against Affinity. Yeah, pretty basic stuff here. I mean, if you see artifacts you need killing, bring it in. Also, decks that you know aren't going to be playing like Leyline or Rest in Peace, you better assume that they're going to be playing some Grafdigger's Cage or some artifact hate, where Ancient Grudge is a good card. The nice thing about Ancient Grudge is it's such low cost because you're casting it from your graveyard, so you're not really having to dedicate some of these threats to drawing them and them being bad in certain situations. They're just almost always good because you can discard them when they're bad. Similar to how Arclight Phoenix is really becoming one of the best decks, because anything you bring in as a sideboard slot can also just be discarded. So it's very low risk when you're bringing in sideboard cards, and maybe you're wrong about it. So it's very nice to have those outlets. 2 Thoughtseize for any kind of control decks. You know, maybe Ravenous Traps. If you see Ravenous Traps, pretty good against that. Yeah, I would say mostly for control and combo there. Nature's Claim, phenomenal. Obviously, they come in against pretty much everything. You either need to be killing Blood Moon or Leylines or Rest in Peace, and let's get real. One of those cards is coming in basically in every deck in Modern because graveyards are so big right now. You're pretty much bringing in Nature's Claim in just about every single matchup here. Assassin's Trophy, it's basically the 4th axe and the 4th claim where you're not really sure which one you truly want to be. So as Assassin's Trophy just comes in whenever you bring in either of these most of the time, and another card that just kind of comes in all the time. Engineered Explosive has a bunch of random applications like, you know, Storm, killing the tokens, good against aggro. It's kind of random because you don't, you know, you can't bring this back from the graveyard in any way, so it's just hoping to draw it. So I'm not super sold on the EE. I copied this list from the person who took first in the Mox Playoff, which the Mox Playoff is just full of sharks. It's very much a professional level tournament. So this person obviously knew what they were talking about and crushed it. I would say their name, but it is a long name that I will definitely mispronounce. It will be listed on the sideboard guide to give credit to he or she on their big win. Okay, I want to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you guys enjoying this nice modern break from dropping bombs while the new sets, well, the War of Spark comes out and Mythic Championship London comes to its final form. We'll be doing Modern for just one more week next week, and then we'll be back to brand new Standard. It's like Christmas morning for me. All right, everybody, I will see you all next week for more Droppin' Bombs action.